y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Vacancy at Vanilla's with me, your host Vanilla. Episode 32 to be exact, I believe. 32. I think we're at 32 now. Hi, how was your week? How you guys doing? You know, I like to make sure every time you check in that you had a good week. And even if you didn't, it's okay. It's okay, babe. It's okay. My week was a little up and down. Today is a good day, so I'm grateful for that. I'm having a good day today. I woke up on the right side of the bed today. And today is Wednesday. I'm recording this on Wednesday. I know. Well, you probably could already figure that out by now because at this time it's 12:39 p.m. here. So if you're on the East Coast, it's 3:39. You're probably like, where's this bitch? Where's this bitch at? Sorry, we just started recording, so give me some time here. We had a fun little stream again last night. We did Fortnite with subs, and I made slime, and I cried. I started the stream crying. I was on the phone with my mom, crying because I been feeling a little stressed out lately over the fact that just about how I've been feeling, and the fact that my lease is up on my birthday. My birthday is August 25th. Mark it down in your calendar. My lease is up on my birthday. And I've just been a little anxious lately, and I feel like my anxious brain has been making me doubt myself and be like, maybe you should move back closer to home. And like, obviously my family wants you to move closer to home, so they're trying to help me the best that they can, and they're like, maybe you could just be near us. And it's more of a thing where I feel like I could just get on a fucking plane and go visit every now and then it would be fine, which was what I was doing when I first moved out here. I would visit home once, if not twice a year. I've only been out in LA for 3 years, but you know, does that make sense? Yeah, the first year I was out here, I went home twice, and then I went home again the next year, and then every other time I've been like scared to go home. And I feel like now that's where my anxiety is kind of building up, because if you like prolong the thing that you're anxious about, it just kind of like makes it a bigger thing in your head, and it makes you more scared of it the longer you don't do the thing. So I feel like it's just one of those things, and I'm like, girl, I just gotta get on the fucking plane. And again, like y'all know, I'm not scared of the plane fucking crashing, bitch. I'm scared of just being stuck somewhere and like having a panic attack. That's really it. So I think I'm going to try to go home in July or early August. That would be ideal. I would love to visit home before my lease is up, so I can kind of get some insight on what I want to do. And I've had like conversations with other people about it, and some people are like, you know, maybe you should move closer to home, maybe you should da 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 da. And then some people are just like, I don't think you should. I think that you're like meant to be out here. Like, look at how much you've grown just from being in LA and like doing the social media shit, and I feel like, you know, this is where you need to be. And I agree with both things. Like, I think ideally in my perfect world, I get, this is my, here, listen to the fantasy. I get a 2-bedroom apartment. Okay. I'm in a studio now, but I pay, I pay a good amount for this studio. Wait, good is fucking crazy. I pay a insane amount. That's what I mean. I pay a good chunk of change. I pay a fucking insane amount of money for this apartment. And it's really not even that like fucking updated. Like, Rachel just moved into an apartment that's like cheaper than mine, or around the same price. It's like, if not like a $100 or $200 cheaper. 1 bedroom. I'm in a studio. She's in a 1 bedroom, brand new fucking building. The apartment's gorgeous. Okay. Like, the appliances are nicer. Like, everything's nicer. I'm like, okay, so what's really tea? Like, why are you guys fucking finessing me? And what pisses me off too is that every year that you live somewhere, they up the rent. And I'm like, the building is in worse condition than when I moved in. Like, how the fuck are you going to up the rent? Like, when I first moved in, I feel like everything was working fine, but like recently it's like they have like a pet spa here. It's like a you could like wash your dog. It's just like a dog wash area, and they have the big ass tubs and like the fucking hose thing. But it's like it's an amenity, and a lot of people like who have dogs consider that when they're renting here. And it's been closed for like 2 fucking years, and everyone's like always like, when are like there's like a community portal that people could like message shit on, and I always see people like, when are they gonna fix that? Because we should not be having to pay for it. Like, I don't know. It's always just shady. People are always being shady in that community portal. Or if there's people like stealing packages, they're like, trust you will be dealt with. Shit like that. I'm like, oh, I just like to, just see what's going on there sometimes, see if there's any new drama, neighbor tea. And yeah, but I'm like, they up the rent every fucking year. So they upped it last year when I renewed my lease. But also the thing about here, for whatever reason, my apartment does not do income verification, which is a fucking blessing. And I didn't know that when I moved in, but it saved me such like a fucking it just like saved me so much time and like headaches worth of shit. Because if you don't know, sorry, are my toes in the fucking camera? I really hope not. I didn't like put socks on or anything. Please, I don't have a pedicure. I haven't got my nails done in a while, so I have no paint on my toes, no paint on my nails. This is so embarrassing. But if you haven't lived on your own or had to apply for an apartment like completely on your own, a lot of times they have to do income verification. So they want to make sure you or whoever you're living with can like afford to live there, like on paper. So, hey, guess what? In my industry, I don't make jack shit on paper. I'm like practically they you could just consider me a fucking drug dealer in their eyes. Like they're like, we don't give a like, you know what I mean? You don't have the thing on paper. Like we don't give a fuck. Like we need to see some sort of proof that you could like pay to live here. So sometimes they'll let you pull up your bank statements or your savings account statements and like shit like that. Sometimes they'll let you do that. But for some reason, LA is, well, not for some reason. I don't fucking blame them because there's a lot of scammers out here. LA is so strict on that. So it is really hard to like prove that you have the fucking money to like pay for the apartment. So here, for whatever reason, and it's a nice building, like there's amenities, like it's a nice building, they don't do income verification. You have to pay $500 just to apply, which is, I think, where it kind of deters a lot of people away. If they're not like serious about moving in. Basically, they just do a background check, make sure you're not the fucking killer, and then you could live here. So they did that, and they were like, you're approved. I was like, okay. And I have good credit. So I'm like, thank God for that, man. Whew, thank God. Anyone else got good credit? Let me hear. No one? I'm kidding. It's not great, but it's in the 700s. I'm a little proud of that. It's in like the mid 700s. So thank you very much. So I have good credit, and I don't, so that's half the fucking battle anyway. But when I move essentially to wherever the fuck I end up moving to, I am gonna have to get fake pay stubs probably. Allegedly, I'm going to have to. Allegedly, it's just a joke, guys. As a joke, I'm going to have to get them. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Alleged. This is all alleged, guys. This is all alleged because me trying to save my ass. But yeah, it's like, it's just a fucking pain in the ass. Cause bitch, I got the munyon. Okay. I got the munyon. I got the bread. Just don't worry about where it came from. Don't worry about where it came from or whose ass that it was stuck, whose ass cheeks it was stuck in between. Mine. You don't got to worry about that. Also, oh my God, have I ever told you guys the story? This literally just popped in my head. Have I ever fucking told you guys the story about when I was at the bank? I think I did one of the early episodes. I'm pretty sure I did, but you know what? Here, I'm gonna tell it again really quick. One time, me and my friend Alex, shout out Alex. I love her. I miss her so much. She's one of my friends from Connecticut. She came to LA. She visited me. She actually came twice in like the course of a few months, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun with her when she was here. She's like my sister. We just like, even though we don't talk like on a daily basis, like whenever we link up, it's like we just saw each other yesterday. You know what I mean? So she was out here and she was working at a club, and I'm trying to remember because the first time she came out here, I wasn't working at the same club as her, and then the second time she came out here, we both worked together. But whatever. She had a lot of ones because she was working at a booty club. So she had like a couple $1,000s in singles. It was all in fucking singles. It was like $4,000 in singles, maybe even more. And we went to the bank because she was like, I don't want to bring these on the fucking plane. Like I don't even have money. I don't even have fucking space in my suitcase because it takes up a lot of fucking space and it's heavy. And her suitcase was already like packed to the brim. She's like, can we go to the bank and can we change it into big bills? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we go to the bank and it's like, we go to my bank and we go in there And sometimes they're fucking annoying. Like if you bring singles, they like roll their eyes. But it's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, where else am I supposed to bring it, bitch? It's the bank. And we have them all counted out in hundreds and banded. It's not like we just give them like a fucking grocery bag full of money and we're like, count it. And all they have to do is just unwrap it from the rubber band and put it through the money counter. They don't have to do anything really like by hand. They just have to put it into the money counter and the money counter goes and fucking counts it all. So it's a little time consuming, but it's like whatever. So we come in and obviously it's like people see that we have this fucking money. We're like putting it in the fucking, we have to put it in like the fucking lock box. There's like the white or the clear box that you could like put stuff in and then you have to close it and then they could open it once you close it on the other end. So the fucking security guard, he's like talking shit like to one of the tellers. He's just like, yeah, like, blah, blah. Oh, no, I'm fucking the story up. Okay, so we deposit the money. Everyone was being kind of shady. The lady was like, just make sure that you don't bring this much again. Bitch, just make sure, bitch, don't be mad that we made fucking bread or she made bread. I don't even remember whose money was it. Don't be mad. Don't be a hater, bitch, because you're sitting up here in this fucking Chase Bank. Don't be fucking pissed at me, bitch, because you're here at Wells Fargo, pissed that you're behind this fucking counter. Don't be mad at me. And I feel like a bank, like a teller isn't even like a bad job. Like I feel like they get paid decently. You know what I mean? I'm like, don't be fucking stank, bitch. Like your job is not that bad. Shut up. So fast forward a couple weeks later, my friend goes back home, whatever, cool. I'm go back to the same bank. And I don't know if I had a wig on or something, but the fucking, it's the same security guard. He didn't recognize me. There was some lady and she was giving the teller a bunch of quarters. Like she had a fucking shit ton of quarters. So then the security guard saw that and he started talking to like one of the other tellers because he's like by the front door. And there was like I don't know if she was like on her break or something. She was like standing by the front door with him. And it's a small bank. So like I was in line closer to the front door because there was like a long line. And he's like, yeah, oh my God, you should have seen like a few weeks ago, these girls came in and they had all these ones. Like it had to have been like, he said some crazy number. He was like, it had to have been like 10,000. It was not that much. I was like, okay, you're dragging it. You've never seen money in your life. So that's how I know you're broke. So he was like, yeah, you should have seen it. Like, that's that dirty money. That's that dirty money. Like he kept saying that. He was like, yeah, that's stripper money, that dirty money. Like, and so at first I'm like, okay, does he mean dirty money like illegal? Like, you know how you'd be like, oh, dirty money? Or does he mean dirty money? Like what do you mean by that, bitch? Like either way, you're pissing me off, right? Either way, or dirty because like we're dirty because we're strippers or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, okay, either way. So I clocked him immediately. I looked at him dead in his eyes and he looked at me dead in my eyes. And I just like held the eye contact for a little bit. And then I turned away and he kind of was like, and then I do what I got to do at the bank. And I'm leaving. As I'm leaving, I have to go back out the front door. And I said to him, and I was recording myself too because I wanted to like put it on my close friends just to fucking, what the hell are you doing? Back up, Miso. I wanted to just put it on my close friend, just be messy. So I went up to him and I was like, I don't know if you remember, but that was me and my friend. And the money is not dirty money, baby. I was like, I pay more taxes than you. I could promise you that. I was like, I pay more taxes than you. Cause I did. I owed a lot of fucking money one year. I owed a lot of fucking money one year. I was like, that money is not dirty. I pay more fucking taxes than you. I could promise you that. And fucking watch your mouth. Literally, I was like, watch your mouth and do your job. How about you come here to do your job and stop being in fucking women's business. Okay. How about that? You messy little fucking bitch. And then he was like, oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. Like, I didn't mean dirty. He was like, I meant dirty. Like, you could even hear in the video. He was like, I meant dirty. Like, you know, the money's on the floor. So you have to, like, it's probably just dirty. Boy, shut the fuck up. You're the type of guy that would come to the strip club. You know, Zach Fox, who was like, I put glue on the bottom of my shoe because I'm stealing money from these bitches. Whatever the fuck. He is literally in the strip club with glue on the bottom of my shoe. That's literally him. You would be in there fucking stealing money from me because you're fucking broke, you stupid bitch. So yeah, so that's the story. That's the story for you guys. I've definitely told the story before, but Miso is going cuckoo bananas over here with his little spring toy. Look, I'm gonna throw it and you can watch him fly across the screen. Come here. I don't know if he'll get in the shot though. Here, get it. Okay, he went around the camera, but you get the point. There's a few things I want to touch on this week. I just have a few random things that make no sense with each other written down in my notes app, like I always do. I wanted to tell you guys this fucking crazy story. I probably should have asked my lash girl if it was like okay if I told this story, but she told me the fucking craziest story. And I have to give you guys the tea. I'll tell her when I see her. I'm sure she won't really care. So it was her birthday recently. Everyone say happy birthday to my Lash girl. It was her birthday recently, and I went to go get lashed, and me and Rachel got her a little Aritzia gift card. We got her a little present. So I got lashed, gave her a little present, and Rachel actually had the appointment that was directly after me. Miso, did you unplug my phone? Hold on, let me check. All right, it's still recording. He unplugged my phone from the charger. So, sorry. Okay, so I'm getting lashed, and she's like, bitch, the craziest shit ever happened to me. I'm like, what? She's like, so I went to this place. There's a few Korean spas out here. And y'all know I fuck with We Spa. That's the one that I be going to. I fuck with that one, okay? I'm in there heavy. And I really shouldn't be doxing myself like this, because I really be in there with my titties and my ass and my fucking lonjas and my fucking everything hanging the fuck out. Like, I be in there butt booty naked. Like, I'm gonna get doxed. Like, people are gonna come and take pictures of me butt booty naked in there, but like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. So that's the one that I rock with. I go to that one. But a lot of people think it's like, I don't know, people think it's like sketchy and gross. Like, I like it, I don't know. But there's another one. There's a few, but she went to one of the other ones, okay? I had been there once or twice. Actually, when Alex, my friend, was out here, me and her had went to that one. And it's okay. They're all kind of the same vibe. Like, they all kind of give the same vibe to me. So she had gone to that one. Her homegirls were like, oh, let's go to the spa for your birthday. Like, whatever. They wanted to just go. So she was like, okay, cool. So they went. And again, you could just like pay for the day and like just kind of chill there the whole day, do all the saunas, do the pools, do the spa. Like, that's kind of the vibe. And it's cute when you go with your girlfriends. Like, it's such a cute thing to just like, you got a few of your friends and you guys go, you could eat, you could just, you hang out. Like, it's fun. It's cute. And so her homegirls wanted to take her. So she went. And they were all there. She was like, it was so nice. We did all the, we did the saunas and this and that. And she was like, at one point we were in the sauna. So there's a sauna and a steam room. For if anyone doesn't know the difference for whatever reason, the sauna is basically like wooden. The sauna is like, it's always like wooden, and it's hot, but it's like a very dry heat. A very dry heat. Almost feels like some sort of like infrared, like. A sauna is very dry, and it has this like certain smell. It smells like wood. It smells like a fireplace in there, kind of, but it's dry heat. And a steam room is, bitch, exactly what it fucking sounds like. A steam room. It's like wet, and you can't even see in there because it's so steamy, and you're breathing in like very like wet fucking air. Like, it's like, and a lot of people don't necessarily like the steam room because it people feel like it's like hard to breathe in there, because it really is. It's like you could only be in there for a few minutes. Like, back when I was going to Equinox, they had a steam room, and you can only be in there for like, bitch, the max I'd ever stayed in there was maybe 7 minutes. And that's even pushing it, like 5 probably max. Like, that's the longest that you could get me to stay in there, because it's hard to breathe in that bitch, okay? And some steam rooms are steamier than others, but it's a lot of people in there. I don't know. It's just like a fucking overwhelming thing. Like, I don't really like the steam room. If I'm gonna do either of them, I'd pick the sauna. I'd pick the sauna any day, just because it's like not as uncomfortable. But they're both hot, okay? So also, funny story about the Equinox. The men's locker room at this Equinox, because this is the Equinox in Hollywood. A lot of the gays over there. They had to put a sign. I mean, I cannot confirm or deny. I've never been in the men's locker room, but they had to put a sign on the steam room that says like, no lewd promiscuous acts allowed, because guys were jerking each other off in the steam room. Guys were getting freaky deaky in the locker room, and apparently that's like a common thing. I'm like, oh my god, why are y'all so fucking horny? Like, y'all are fucking in the showers and the steam room at fucking Equinox. Like, that's actually so fun. Like, that's so fun. Like, I want to be just like a rich gay guy who could just get fucked in the shower at Equinox. Like, that sounds like so much like, no, that actually sounds so fun. Like, I want to do that. Anyway, so I mean, I can do that. I am a rich gay girl, so I can. Okay, Rich is pushing it. Rich is very much pushing it. Very much pushing it, but I am a financially somewhat comfortable girl who did go to Equinox for a little over a year. And who's trying to eat my pussy in the Equinox? Who's trying to get railed in the Equinox shower? Let me know. You have $300 extra a month to spare for that membership? Come on down. You know what? That's honestly a good way that they could get people to join. Yo, seriously, think about it. $300 a month, because that's the $300 a month. You know, you get all the perks of the gym, but then you get a happy ending. You get a free happy ending at the end of your massages, or massage at the end of your at your workout, because they have a spa there as well. I'm thinking about rejoining, man. If they throw that in with the package, I'm in. If they throw that in with the package, I'm in. I'll rejoin. Anyway, so fucking my lash girl, she's at the she's at the spa, and they were in the sauna, okay? And then her friends were like, we should go in the steam room. And also, I just have to let you guys know, because this is what I'm staring at Chai right now. She jumped into the dryer. My washer dryer, it's like the washer's on the bottom and the dryer's on top. The dryer is open. There's clothes in it. She just jumped into it, and now she's laying down inside of it on the clothes. She's jumped into it before to like just hang out, but now she's like just laying down on the clothes, which I kind of love that for her. That's very cute and funny. So I just I'm trying to look at the camera, but right like beside the camera, it's just Chai in the fucking dryer. Oh, she's about to jump out right now, actually. Listen. Let's see if we could hear her. Here she goes. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? She just jumped out of the dryer. Okay. God, it's going to take me a fucking hour to tell this story. So they were in the sauna, and they were like, we should go in the steam room. And then my lash girl, she was like, oh no, I don't like the steam room. The steam room was like, I don't like it. It makes me like feel like I can't breathe. So they were like, okay, no steam room. So they didn't go in the steam room. Okay. Keep this in mind. They did not go in the steam room. So, the night goes on. They, they do the hot tubs. They do all this. They enjoy the spa. They shower. Everyone, it's towards the end of the night. It's like 10 something. They're blow drying their hair, because they have blow dryers and stuff. Everyone's, and it's just like girlhood. Like, this is girlhood, and they're getting ready to leave, right? So she's like, I'm noticing, like, as we're like all drying our hair, that there's like this woman that works there, like one of the women that works at the front desk. She keeps like running back and forth, like from the spa to like the front. Like, she keeps just like running back and forth, and she looks a little frantic. And a few people are kind of just like, talking, and they're just kind of like, what's tea? Like, what's going on? So everyone's like looking at each other like, is there something, whatever. So everyone starts going into like the spa area. Like, there's like the fully nude area, and you have to be like fully nude to go into this one area. It's like separate. So it's like they have like the locker room area where it's like you can get undressed, but then there's like a separate room that it's like from beyond this point you have to be naked, and then it's like all the hot tubs and saunas and all that shit, right? So they keep going in and out from there and they're like, what the fuck is going on? So then they start being nosy. She said, bitch, why was a woman dead? Why was a woman dead in the steam room? Dead. A lady died in the steam room. She was just in there dead for hours, and no one knew. And I'm literally getting lashed as she's telling me this. So I'm literally like this. I was like, what? My eyes are closed. I'm like, huh? I was like, what? I just put my hand over my mouth. I'm like, what do you fucking mean? She was like, dude. She's like, I literally like saw her. Like, it was crazy. So she said that it was like a 50-something-year-old. Like, she wasn't even like old like that. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, so basically I guess what had happened was, cause people don't usually stay in the steam room for that long. And I guess there were chairs in the locker room. So I don't know if this lady, like, I don't know, she had brought like her own chair in there. Like, she had this like little plastic chair, because usually you could just sit like up against the wall. They have like built-in seats, whatever. But she brought her own chair in there, and she was sitting, and apparently she kind of was just sitting like this, and like her head tilted back a little bit, but it just kind of looked like she was just like sleeping or relaxing or whatever. And if you were to go into the sauna, I mean, the steam room, it's so hard to see even like 2 feet in front of you, and everyone's naked. So obviously you're like not trying to look at each other. You're just like trying to mind your business. You go in for a few minutes and you get out. So I guess what had happened was like one woman went in at like 7:00. I guess the lady was in there too. Another different woman was like, I went in there at 8:00 and she was in there. Another woman's like, I went in there at 9:00. She was in there. But so I guess what had happened was there was a lady that went in like earlier in the night when she first got there, and then she went in again later in the night. And the woman had not, and then I don't know if they like shook her or whatever, like just no one noticed. And I don't know if she had a heart attack or heat exhaustion or whatever. Like she was like crazy. And I was like, oh my God. And dude, and my last show, she was like, dude, I just had like the most relaxing night. And then I had to like see her. Like I literally saw her. Like they like had to take her out. I was like, oh my fucking God. And she was like, yeah, like she was like, we left. Like as soon as we saw, I was like, oh, we gotta go. Like we gotta get the fuck up out of here, because like, and the police were gonna come, and then it was gonna be like a whole fucking thing, right? She was like, oh, we need to go. But isn't that crazy? Oh, who's FaceTiming me? Oh, Sam. Let's answer.
Shitty boys.
I'm recording the podcast. You want to say anything? I'm not gonna cut this out, so.
You can see me or no?
No, they can hear you.
Hi, 20.
Oh wait, oh no, it stopped recording. Oh my God, my recording stopped recording.
Because I called?
Yeah, but hold on, I could just put this part on my phone recording. Okay, go.
Hi, 27. I like to say 5'8", but 5'7" 3/4. I might be living with his mom again soon.
Okay, real.
Loves making chicken cutlets on a Friday night.
Okay.
Hates red wine.
Okay.
But acts like he likes it.
Okay.
And need a shoulder to cry on.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies, hit him up. He's single. He's ready to mingle.
And cry.
And cry. Well, me too. All right. Well, I'll call you when I'm done.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
Great.
All right. Bye. Well, sorry about that, y'all. That was Sam, and I'm sorry for the audio switch up right there. I don't know why I didn't realize if I fucking answer a FaceTime from my laptop, it's gonna cut out the fucking recording. Like, why did I not fucking put two and two together? Anyway, let me make sure that this is also okay. Yeah, we're still recording. We're still good. I don't even know if y'all could hear that. I got to use the audio from my phone for that fucking portion. But yeah, there goes Sam. That was Sam. Anyway, yeah, the lady was fucking dead in the steam room, and I was like, that is fucking crazy. That is scary boots, and that would traumatize me. And yeah, it's just crazy because it's like, and I told the story on Twitch briefly, and people were like, how would no one know she was dead? It's like, girl, if you were in there, like, bitch, if I was in there, I probably wouldn't have known either. If I just went in the steam room, I don't know how fucking long anyone has been in here for. And I will say, sometimes the older ladies do be in there for a long time. Like they just be in there. I'm like, how the fuck are they doing that? Like, I don't know. So I'm like, you're not trying to be in anyone's business. And it's like, it's just a fucking sad scenario. It really is. And I'm like, oh my God, man, that just sucks so bad. She told me that, and I was gagged. I was like, oh my fucking God. But yeah, that was crazy. And then when I'm like, now we're just I'm like, and I took a sushi making class this week. So just that onto some, like, the next is just fucking insane. Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, there's like, how do you even like nicely segue into something else from that? But I just had to give you guys the tea. Like, I had to tell you guys that. I did another 222 event this week. It was my first one in like about a month. This is my third one ever. And it was cool, but I noticed that, I mean, like, bitch, these are my personality traits. Like, I'm the one who answered the questions. I'm noticing that I seem to be the most extroverted person at my table, like, every time. Not every time. The first time, I feel like everyone kind of matched my freak. All the girls, like, we were like all kind of like on the same wavelength. But I feel like the second and the third one, like, I feel like I am like more extroverted, and the people that I'm getting paired with are a little more on like the introverted side, or like a little more shy, which is totally fine, totally cool. And I'll like see tables of other people, and I'm like, man, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I would have vibed better with them. Like, I don't know what the hell. I'm like, I don't know. So, and also the app says it takes at least 5 experiences to curate your matches like better, because after every meet, you're able to like what's it called? Review the people that you went with. Like, it asks you, like, it's all confidential. They're like, what would you rate this person on a scale of 1 to 10? And would you hang out with them again. That's what it says. It's like, would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you, Miso, did you stop recording? No. How likely are you to hang out with this person on a scale of 1 to 10? But then I noticed what they started doing. They started, because it would just ask you, that's what it would say. How likely are you to hang out with this person on a scale of 1 to 10? And then it said, on a scale of 1 to 10, would you go on a date with this person? They just added that. I said, oh, this is a new feature, huh? What is this, Love Island? I'm like, wait a second. And Miso, no, stop it. We're not doing that today. Look. He's biting all the fucking wires, man. I can't. So, yeah, so it says it takes 5 things to curate you perfectly, but it was like asking me if I wanted to go on a date. I'm like, date? What the hell? I'm just here to make friends. I mean, maybe if someone's kissable, I'll give them a little smooch, but you know what? Just don't ask me that. Like, get out of my fucking business. I don't know. So I was like, okay, whatever. But it was we went to go get drinks, and then it was a sushi making class. The drinks place was this cute little like bar with like a back outdoor patio, and they had like small plates. So a few of us, like, I was like, thank God that I wasn't being big backed, because they all wanted to order food too. I was like, thank fucking God, because I was like, I don't know if I would have survived, because I was hungry. I'm like, this sushi making class isn't until another hour. Like, girl, I'm fucking hungry. So we ordered like a few small plates. We were drinking, we were talking. One of the girls at the table, she was a caregiver. The other girl worked at a catering company. One guy was a doctor. He's like in what is it called when they're like, what the fuck? It starts with a P. They're in. It'll cut. No, maybe it's not. Does it start with a P? They're in something. He's in. What is it? It's not like a type of, it's not like a type of doctor. It's like oh my God, it's going to drive me freaking crazy. He's in residency. Okay, so he's doing his residency. I really don't even know what the fuck that means, but he's a doctor in doing his residency. Why did I think it started with a P? And then another guy worked at like some aerospace company, and then the other guy does the engineering stuff for like plumbing systems. And I'm like, everyone here is like a smart cookie, and I'm like, I'm a stripper and I talk shit into a fucking microphone for an hour a week, every fucking week. And I actually talk shit into another microphone on my computer almost every other night on Twitch. Like, I didn't really like tell them the tea. I was just like, oh, I Twitch stream, and I work in a nightclub. Like, that's kind of, I'm like, I keep it simple, I keep it simple. And I don't know, I just felt like I didn't really like, there was nothing, and I'm not saying that I need to go out with people that are like fucking influencers and fucking content people. Like, I'm not saying that, but I don't know, I just did not like really vibe with them on that level. And I don't know, like, I feel like no one gets my sense of humor. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. So we were there, but it was fun. Like, they were nice people. It's just like a fact of the matter. It's like, I just couldn't see myself hanging out with these people, really. But we went to the sushi making class after, and it was close to the fucking bar place, and we just drove over there because it was like a 3-minute drive, because they usually do like the experiences like near each other. And the class was so fun, and it was a really cute little vibe. I left a little bit early because I had to go to work, so I left at like 9:30, and the class went until like 10, I think. But it was so hot in there. That's the only thing, is I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't think the guy was so sweet and he was so cool, but it was fucking hot as balls in there. I was like, we need AC in this bitch, bro. We live in Los Angeles. Like, why is there no AC in here? Like, cause it was in like this big loft in downtown. And a lot of these big lofts like don't have like central AC. They're just hot as fuck. Like, a lot of times if you like book a photo shoot, 9 times out of 10, the studio's in downtown LA and like the industrial area of downtown LA. And these fucking buildings like don't have air conditioning, and it's like disgusting. It's so fucking hot. And so I'm like, dude, we're literally making sushi and it's hot. Like, I'm sweating my balls off, and we're all like this close to each other. So, but it was fun. Like, I made sushi. It was delicious. And then I went to work and I made money, and then I fucking went home. It was a good little day. It was a good day. I had a good time. But I just wanted to tell you all about that. There's really no tea other than, Yeah. I'm like, I'm still waiting to meet. Like, come on. I want to just meet someone that I instantly click with. Like, there was one girl that I met at the first experience, and she was sitting at a different table, but me and her had like a few like kiki interactions, and she seemed so fucking cool. And she left before I could be like, oh, can I get your Like, she seemed so cool. And I'm like, still beating myself up that I didn't ask for her fucking Instagram because she seemed so cool, but I didn't like, she wasn't at the dinner portion. Like, she was at the secondary portion because it's like, there's like usually like 6 or 7 different tables of people, and then you guys meet up at the bigger event, and then everyone gets to mingle from there. But a lot of the times people kind of tend to stick with the table that they were with at dinner, because it's like you already have been talking to these people, so sometimes you don't really like mingle with the other people as much. But my first 2 to 2 experience was the best out of all of them, fucking hands down. Like, it was just so much fun because we just kept like we got ice cream after, then we went to the bar. Like, it was so cute, it was so fun. So I wish, I'm like, damn it, I wish I asked that girl for her IG. Like, she was so cool. But I'm just, I'll do a few more as long as they send me, because they sent me one. It was like longboarding and a sunset cruise. I'm like, I'd rather kill myself. I'm like, that does not sound like, to me, I'm like, me longboarding and then me having to be stuck on a boat with people I don't know. Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. I was like, oh, yeah, no. Not for me. Absolutely not for me. I don't even, fuck, I have absolutely no idea how long I've been recording for. I think maybe like 30 minutes now, probably. I literally don't know. Oops. But yeah, I made slime yesterday on stream for the first time. I've never made slime in my life. And Alondra, shout out Alondra. Alondra is one of my Twitch subs. She sent me a slime kit because I've been talking about how I want it. They've been like, oh, make slime on the fucking on stream. So I'm like, okay, I guess I make slime. And she sent me a slime kit, and I did fuck it up a little bit, but then we came back, and I ended up making a good slime. It's actually in a container over there on my kitchen counter, and I don't know what the shelf life of slime is, but this slime, we did have to add laundry detergent to it for whatever reason. I don't really know, like, whatever. It is fun to like just squeeze and you know. But I think if I make slime again, the laundry detergent, it's like kind of annoying because it's like, I feel like you play with the slime and then you still have that feeling of laundry detergent on your hands. Like, even when you wash your hands, it's like, laundry detergent kind of just like stays on your hand. Like, I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know. I know there's like a million other ways that you could make slime, but that shit is fun, dude. That shit was fun. Like, I was literally crying when I started making the slime because I was just like stressed out about life. And then by the time I was done making the slime, I was like fucking throwing it around. I got it stuck on the ceiling by accident. That shit was fun, man. I'm like, maybe I should just make slime every day. I'll feel better. Who knows? And I have my therapy appointment today at 2:30. I'm actually excited. Dude, I love therapy. I'm excited to go to therapy. Like, I love my therapist. Like, the other lady that I had, the first lady, I would be like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Cause I just didn't feel like I clicked with her or that she like told me anything that was like helpful. But, even though the therapy sessions have been like every fucking time I've met with her, I've cried. I'm like, I feel like it is so, like, they're good. Like, I feel good when I go to the therapy. So I feel like everyone needs to get a therapist, man. Everyone needs a fucking therapist. I don't care. Even if you don't feel like there's like anything that you have to talk about. Like, I don't know. I just feel like everyone can benefit from it. Like, there's no like negative to it, I think. In my eyes. Some people will disagree, but that's just me. Some people like feel like they can't open up about stuff, but I'm like, that's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of it. It's like, this is a person who has like a total unbiased opinion of your life. Like, they don't know you, they don't know anyone else, like, they will, like, you can tell them like a situation or whatever, and it's like, they don't, like, they can give you their unbiased, like, professional fucking advice. Like, that's the best thing. Because it's like, obviously, if you tell like a friend about like a situation, it's like they're gonna side with you because they're your friend or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know, something about it is just so cool. It's just so cool to like spill your guts to a stranger. Like, I don't even know. And we were even talking about, we even touched on something last week. We were talking about something with like the church and like the Catholic, and she was like, and that's a whole nother story. Like, that's something that we could talk about too, like about like Catholic like church trauma and shit like that, and just like how the Catholic Church is like scary, and like a lot of people that were, she was like, yeah, and we were just like raised like, that you're gonna be damned to hell for all eternity at she was like, it's just crazy that we were like little kids and they were telling us this shit, and we were like fucking scared shitless, and a lot of like some of the most early times I could remember myself being anxious about things was shit involving like that, like the fear of God and like stuff like that. Um, so yeah, it's just like it's very interesting. It's just very interesting. And so she kind of like, I don't know, she just like gets me. She gets me. And yeah, I'm excited to meet with her after this. And I just started reading this book that Cash told me about. It's called The Artist's Way. And some of y'all maybe heard of it. If you're like a creative, you've probably heard of it before. But basically it's this book that's supposed to like focus around like unblocking like your creative mind and like just like letting your creative mind like whatever. But it also is like good for just like you as a person and like healing and moving past shit or whatever. And you have to read the chapters of the book. I think it's an 11-week program. And I actually saw a clip of Brittany Broski. I forget the fucking guy's name, but he has a podcast too. He has glasses. He's like a bigger guy. And Brittany Broski's been on his podcast a few times. He's like he gay and he's funny as fuck. I forget his name. But he was like talking about how he was like, yeah, like whenever someone tells me they're reading The Artist's Way, like I just know that it's like they're ready to kill themselves. Or it's like that's like it's their final straw, because it really is like it's really one of those books where it's like you're just kind of at your breaking point and like you just start reading this, but it really is very helpful. Like it is, and he's talking about how he's read it and shit. It's very helpful. Like it really has like transformed like people's like been like, oh my god. So I'm like, I'm giving it a shot. And every morning you have to write they do this thing called the morning pages. So every morning you have to write 3 pages, and it comes with a journal that you write the pages on. And bitch, this is not a fucking regular little notebook. The book, it's like this big, okay? So 3 pages is like a lot. Like I'll show you. I literally have it sitting right here. Look, if you're watching on YouTube. This is okay. Oop. These are the pages, okay? So 1, 2, and then you have to do a third one every morning. As soon as you wake up, you just have to write. And then it literally says in the book, it's like I don't give a fuck if you have nothing to write about. If you feel like nothing even comes to your brain, just say, I don't know what to write. You could literally just write that over and over again until it fills up 3 pages. They're like, you just write. You just fucking write whatever the fuck your morning fucking brain, whatever your morning brain wants to talk about, and you do it. It's like a thing you got to do in the morning. But every morning you do it. And there's some people that like literally have been doing it for like past the program. People do it for years. Every morning it's just like part of their routine. It becomes part of their routine. And I think doing more things that like give me a little bit of a sense of like routine is good for me. And I think it's something that kind of gives me a little bit more structure and makes me a little less anxious when I feel like I have a little bit of like a set routine. Because sometimes I feel like I have too much free time and that I'm like feel unproductive, and then it makes me anxious because I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like I don't have anything to do. It's so fucking stupid. So I'm like, I really try to keep myself like busy, and doing things, but I don't really have a schedule, you know? Like I kind of just like stream on nights that I don't go to work, and then some nights I work, and then some nights I don't want to work, and I'll hang out with like Cash or Rachel or whatever the fuck, and like I'll go do, you know, and throughout the day I'll go do shit. Like sometimes I work day shift. Like it's just so all over the place. Like you never know, and that's like the beauty and also like a little bit of like the part of the industry. It's like, yes, it's fucking amazing. I get to make my own schedule. Like that's everyone's dream, right? You know what I mean? But then it also leaves me feeling like, okay, like now what? You know, like a little like I don't have this regime, you know, this, and I don't know, maybe I'm just like a person who likes a little bit of like order in their life. You know, sue me. I want a little bit of planning and scheduling. So scheduling? Who is that? Scheduling? Scheduling, can you come to the front, please? Because scheduling. I'm going to name my daughter Scheduling. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, you have to write 3 pages each day. And no one's allowed to read your pages. You cannot discuss them with anyone. You cannot, nobody. It doesn't, and that's like the rules. That's the fucking rules. And then another rule is that you have to do an artist date every week. You have to take yourself on an artist date. That's what it's called. So once a week, you plan it out. You plan when or where you want to go, and you take yourself out on a date, essentially. You go to a museum. You go to see a movie. You go to do this. You go do something by yourself that like gives you joy, like whatever the fuck it is. And it kind of, they're just saying stuff like that, and it kind of like just taps back into that like creative part of your brain, or like the childlike part of your brain, because at the end of the day, like the creative part of your brain is the childlike part of your brain. And I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna go, in that case, I'm gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I am gonna be out and about, because y'all know I don't give a fuck. I'll go do anything by myself. Like, I do not care. So I'm really gonna like go do like some fun shit that I've like wanted to do. And that's the other thing too. You have to go by yourself. You cannot, it says you cannot take a lover, no friends, no spouses, nobody. You cannot. And it says like through the course of the weeks, like you're going to want to like bring someone with you, but it's like crucial. You cannot. And it's just once a week. You just dedicate like a few hours to just go do something by yourself, take yourself out on that date. And it's like, and make sure that you really protect your artist date, like protect that shit. Like if something comes up, or like you want to cancel, or you don't feel like, it's like, no bitch, go, like go. So it's very like, they're very strict. Like the book, they're like, no, these are the fucking rules. Like, and you literally even have to sign. There's like, right before you start, it makes you like sign a thing that says like, and then you put your name, commit to this program. I'm like signing away my fucking rights. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm really gonna try to do this little thing. Well, not little. It's a big deal. You know, it's a program, and I think I'll feel very accomplished after. I'll feel very accomplished, because I'm always like, I'm gonna do 75 hard. I'm gonna do 75 soft. I'm gonna do all this shit, and then I don't fucking do it. So I think this is nice. It's kind of like a mental version of that. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll update in 11 weeks. And so by episode, so if this is episode 31, so 31 plus 11 would be 42. Oh my god, I could do math. Wait, no, this is episode 32 or 31. 31 or 32. Girl, I don't know. It's episode 32. So 43. All right, so episode 43, we're gonna have to check back. Did I do the math right on that? Whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm reading that book, and what else has happened? Oh my god. And I'm turning into such, I hate to say it. I'm turning into like a pop girly, like a pop stan. And I've never really been one to like be into like the pop music, the pop icons, but I will say Hollywood is pushing some pop icons out of their ass right now. Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter. I'm like, wow, I'm kind of living for them. Like they're kind of just like doing it for me. Okay, and also the Charlie XCX 360 music video. So good. Whoever did the casting, so good. Great fucking music video. Go watch that music video. If you're gay, you're not going to understand it, so don't watch. If you're straight, don't watch it. No, I'm kidding. So good. Like I'm living for everyone. I'm like, wow. And then like I saw a TikTok yesterday about Chappell Roan's like story, like her okay, so basically the tea with Chappell Roan, I'm like so into, I'm like, oh my god, this is so like, she's so interesting. So she's from some like little bumfuck hillbilly town in like the middle of nowhere with like a population of like 6,000 people, right? She's from this little town. She's like posting, she's like 16 years old, posting like song covers on YouTube and like whatever. And she's like really into music and shit. I'm probably gonna like miss like parts of the story that like I'm not remembering. But like she's just, she's been like posting her music for whatever. Sorry, I'm gonna get my water. Amount of time. And like she, I think what had happened? She moved to LA. She like gets discovered or something. A label picks her up, right? I think she moves to LA. The label, she does like one song or like one album or something with the label. They drop her, okay? The label drops her. And then what happened? Then her partner of like 4 years broke up with her like the week later. That would have been my last straw. That would have been my final straw. Me personally, that would have been it. So then she still stays out in LA. She's working like all these odd jobs to like fucking stay out here. She's just like, waitressing or whatever the fuck. She's like working all these odd jobs. But she's still doing, like, she's still trying to pursue her fucking music. She doesn't give a fuck. She's like, no, nothing's stopping me. Like, she's still trying to do her music shit, right? And so then eventually she has to move back home with her family because like I don't know if she could like not afford to live in LA or whatever. And then she was working with this producer that they were like gonna do a song or an album or something, and then that producer ends up working with Olivia Rodrigo, and then she's not even able to work with him as much anymore because he's busy with Olivia Rodrigo. And then fucking Olivia Rodrigo drops her fucking first album, and it's like the highest grossing fucking female album, solo, what was it, not solo, debut. It's like the highest fucking female debut album ever, and it's like, then you got to go and fucking see that, and you're like, damn, that could have been me type shit, because you're like working with that producer. And then I forget what happened. So I think she ends up coming back out to LA, and then that producer like links up with her again, and they end up making another song or whatever. And then that's how she got, yeah. Oh, and then he fucks with her so much that he makes his own little mini label, and he signs her to that label, and then he has her open for Olivia Rodrigo, okay? And even like when she was opening for Olivia Rodrigo, like she was getting more like viewers and shit, but then when she did Coachella, then that's when her shit like blew the fuck up, and like it took off for her. And I got introduced to her because I saw the Tiny Desk thing of her with the lipstick on her teeth. And I saw, the first video I saw was the makeup artists who did her makeup explaining that it was intentional. And I'm like, who is this? She's kind of you know, she's serving. She understands the vision. So then I started listening to her, and I don't know, I'm like, damn, like she went through like fucking hell and high water just to try to like get her music out there. It's so crazy. And now look at her, fucking instant overnight pop star. And Sabrina Carpenter too. I'm like, I mean, again, I've only heard like fucking 3 of her songs ever, but like, I don't know. I think like she's just cute. Like her and Barry Keoghan, Sabrina, her and fucking Barry and Sabrina. They just send me, like, it's so funny. He's in the fucking new music video. I think it's all a fucking publicity stunt. I think their relationship is like not real whatsoever, but I think it's like so iconic. And then I'm on stream, and they're like, watch the new Ariana music video, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, Ariana just pisses me off. I never really liked Ariana Grande. Like I've said, I've never really been into like pop music. Like it's like, maybe it was like in fucking middle school, but then after that, I'm like, I never really was like into pop. Like, I don't know. So I was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna listen to that. I was like, no, I'm like, no, because I'm gonna make fun of this Ariana music video, and then y'all are gonna be fucking mad. And I'm gonna make fun of the music video. I'm gonna make fun of the song. I watched the video. I listened to the song. I'm like, am I no longer an Ariana hater? Like, I'm sorry, but like this song ate. It's that boy is mine or whatever. I only listened to it once, but it's like, it ate. Ariana did her thing, and then she had Joe from You in the music video. It was so good. I was like, wow. And the only thing that really like pisses me off still about her is that she dates that fuck ass SpongeBob guy. That shit pisses me off. That shit really fucking pisses me off. But I mean, like, whatever. Fucking, I guess I'm over it. And I don't know. It was really fucking good. I was like, that boy is mine. I don't even know if that's actually how it sounds, but I gotta listen to that again. That was a good song. So you know what? I'm about to get myself a high ponytail. I'm gonna channel my inner Ariana now that my hair is so long and luscious. And I'm actually thinking, I'm considering dyeing it dark. Because this bleach is just not it. It's giving Nickelback. Like, it's not giving at all what the fuck I wanted it to give. It's just not giving what I wanted it to give. So I'm doing a sub goal on Twitch. I'm like, dye my hair a different color. So I might just do like a fun color right before I fucking dye it dark again. And guess what? You want to know what's going to happen? If I dye it dark and I hate it, guess what? Shaving it off, starting all over again. Because this is what happens every fucking time. I say, I'm going to grow my hair out. And then I bleach it to fucking shit. And then my hair feels like literal fucking straw. Like, what is it goes on in my brain? My hair feels like straw, and I'm like, I should have just kept it dark the whole time. If I was gonna grow it out, I should have just fucking kept it dark, and then my hair would have been luscious and healthy. Because I know you're looking at my hair right now and you're not believing me, but I promise I actually have some very nice, gorgeous curls. I think I do, but I actually do have like pretty curly hair. And when I don't bleach it to fucking oblivion, it actually is kind of nice. So I don't really know what that's like, though, because I've been bleaching my fucking hair for the past fucking 6 years. But I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll let it grow out and like let it be dark and then wear the wigs, or maybe I'll just shave it off again and fucking who knows? Because sometimes I feel like when I grow it out, I just look like a normal girl, and I'm like, I don't know, I feel boring. I'm not saying that you're boring if you have long hair, because bitch, I like to wear the wigs and shit too. And speaking of wigs, I ordered those two funky colored wigs off of that girl like 5 weeks ago. Still haven't shipped. It says on her website allow her 4 to 6 weeks, but girl, time's ticking. Time's ticking. I'm waiting. I want my fucking wigs, and I keep getting because I paid with Afterpay. Shit was like $650. I'm like, let me just do Afterpay so it doesn't hurt as bad. And I keep getting every week. I'm like, okay, I'm getting the notifications. Okay, Afterpay. I'm like, okay, bitch, I would like to Afterpay after the wigs are in my fucking possession. How about that? So, we'll see. I gotta email her or some shit. I hope I don't get fucking scammed, bitch. I'll be so fucking mad if I get scammed. I mean, I'm gonna get my money back fucking regardless, but I'll be so pissed. And hold on, I usually am a pretty good judge of seeing how long I've been recording. Let me stand up really quick and see how long I've been recording. Please hold. Oh my god. 56 minutes? Bitch, what the shit? Oh my god, we gotta take our calls. What the hell? Oh my god, we gotta take our calls for the day. I'm scared. Okay, hold on. I have 2 calls. I have 2 calls for the day. Oh, thank god. I was like, is my phone here? All right, let's take our calls. Give me 1 second here. Okay, boom. Vanilla's Villa, how can I help you?
Hi, Vanilla. Just wondering what would be a immediate ick for you. I can share one. I learned that this girl that I was dating used children's toothpaste. So, ick. Love ya.
Love you. Thank you. I love your voice. I love that voice. Really just did something to me. Okay, anyway, let me not get horny on the also, please, if you're sending me voice, because this is a voice message from 4 months ago. Like some of them it like doesn't come up in my feed, and I've never heard them before. So if you've sent in one a long time ago, like there is still a possibility that it will be used. So thank you for that call. Immediate ick for me. Okay. Off the rip, one that is very, very disappointing and very unfortunate to me is when a man's ass crack is out. When a man's ass crack is out. Because why is your ass hanging out of your fucking, why is your bunda hanging out of your fucking panties? Like, pull your fucking panties up and get your fucking skibbity toilet. Get your skibbity back in your toilet. Okay? Because I'm not doing this. Get your fucking yat. Ew. The Gen Z slang. Okay, we're done. I'm sorry. But okay, a man with their fucking ass crack out pisses me off so fucking bad. Man with their ass crack out. Cause why? Like, how do you not feel the breeze? Like, oh my fucking god, like that. Oh, it really irks me so bad. And then I'm trying to think of what else would piss, like an immediate ick. Like there's little things like that too. Like if I found out that someone I was dating uses only children's toothpaste, I'd be like, girl, for real, you got to use fucking flavor berry gum yum yum, bubble yum gum gum. Like, bitch, if you don't get some fucking Colgate, oh my god, like that's nasty. Like, bitch, ew, I know your breath stank because that's not even like real toothpaste. Another immediate ick. I don't know. I would have to say, yeah, the ass crack thing being out. And one time I dated a guy. Well, not dated. He was more of a trick. But he would eat so fast. And I know you're probably like, oh my god, how bad? And I eat fast. Okay, I'm someone who, like, usually if I go out to eat with someone, like, I'll finish the food before they finish the food. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not like a little like, oh my god, like, I'm so full. Like, bitch, I fucking eat, right? When I tell you, if me and this person got food, I'm not even fucking over exaggerating. Say we got like a plate of wings or something. I would take one wing. I would look around. I would eat my wing, look around the ambiance of the restaurant, look back, 7 wings already on his plate. Fucking buffalo sauce already over his face. All over his face. I'm like, what? I'm not over exaggerating. He would inhale food. And that's the thing. He had money. Like, it was not like he was like fucking begging for his last meal. Like, he the man ate. Like, he had fucking money. He would, like, we would go out to eat and shit, whatever. This fucking man, he would inhale the food. And it was to the point where I was like, and then he's just sitting there done. And I've had 2 bites. And I'm like, not taking my time eating. I'm like eating like a normal fucking it was so, I'm like, oh my God, like, it's not going anywhere. Like, babe, it's not going anywhere. It's literally, it's all yours, babe. You can have it. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. That kind of was just like a little bit of an ick to me. Because it's okay if you eat fast, like normal fast, but that was like, I've never in my life seen anything like it. I've really never in my life seen anything like it. Oh my God. Okay, let's take our second call for the day. Give me the phone. Vanilla's Villa, how can I help you?
Hey, Vanilla. I love you so, so much. Your podcast is the highlight of my week every week. Um, I did want your advice on something dating wise, and I need to know if I'm the problem. So I just got out of a 3-year relationship last year, literally last June, and I am now like dating. And I met this guy. He's super, super nice. Literally pays for everything when we go out. Like he's honestly perfect. And I can tell that he really, really likes me and he pretty much wants a relationship. I'm not in the relationship mindset right now, and I've told him this, but he's made it very clear that I'm the only person that he's talking to. And I just met someone who I like as well. And I kind of want to go on a few dates with him, but I don't want to hurt the other guy's feelings. So I'm like, am I the issue? Do I just need to accept that there's someone great here that wants to be with me and just, let it happen? Or like, should I tell him I'm dating and hurt his feelings? Or should I just do it and not give a fuck and balance two guys? Let me know. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Okay, interesting. So I am like the worst person to ask for this because I always think that someone, like, there could be a possibility that someone's lying. I know, sorry, call me the killer, but like, I don't know, like something about, I'm like, if something's like really, really good, I'm like, eh, but until it's me in the situation, then of course, like, I feel like when it's me in that situation, I'm like, oh my God, like head over heels, and I don't think anything's fucking a problem. But hearing that, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, this is another voicemail from a long time ago, so I wonder if there is an update on your status. But if I were you, and if I were in this situation at that time, I would still, I mean, you're not with this person. Like, I mean, you guys, like, he wants to be with you, but you guys are not together, like, for reals. I would still go on another, like, I don't think you need to tell him that you're like going on other dates. Like, it's really not that serious. You're dating around. Like, it's okay to date, I don't think that it's something that you like owe to him to have to fucking say, hey, I'm going on another date with this guy. Like, I think you should just go on the fucking date and like see how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, don't make too, it's you have time. You don't have to really make an assumption. You don't have to really make that decision yet. You can kind of just date around, and who gives a fuck? Literally, who gives a fuck? That's what I'm saying. I feel like a guy could be like, you're the only person I'm seeing, and then, but are they really though? Like, like, I hate that I think that way, but it's like, bitch, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain, baby. So like, what do you want from me, man? Because 9 times out of 10 when a man has told me that, hey, it hasn't been the fucking truth. So and that's why I am kind of an advocate for, well, not advocate, bitch. Advocate is fucking crazy. But with the right person, I do think like open relationships can work with the right person. Definitely not for everybody. Because I'm just like, in my line of work too, I'm just like, I don't know, like, if you go out and you hoe around once in a blue moon, you want to get your dick wet once in a blue moon, or your coochie, girl, either way. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't gotta know about it, and you're safe about it. You know what? But we've had that conversation, and we're on that same. You know what? But like, go for it. Like, that's kind of how I feel. I mean, but it's just a thing that I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be like made obvious to me. I don't want it to be something that I'm like, you know what I mean? Like keep me in the dark about it, but also like let's have the conversation. So That's kind of how I feel. Because I'm like, I'd rather, if that's the case, like, I'd rather have someone communicate that with me than have a fucking guy, like, be like, oh, you're the only one for me. I love you so much. And then they fucking are out doing fucking God knows what. Not saying that this guy is. I mean, you said you think he's a really good guy and he's really sweet and whatever, but I don't know. Fucking only time could tell with a lot of that shit. And I feel like you know just gotta go out, fucking date around. You were in a 3-year relationship. You don't have to rush back into anything. Just kind of give yourself that time and give yourself that space and allow yourself to date. And yeah, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? You know, literally, that's kind of how I feel. Who gives a fuck? You don't owe anyone shit on this goddamn fucking planet. Okay. At the end of the day, you don't owe anyone a fucking goddamn thing. Okay. Except yourself. So if you really think about it like that. All right, well, this was actually a fun episode. This was a little fun, silly one. Thanks for listening. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I don't really have anything to plug. Merch is coming soon. I know I keep saying that every fucking week. I just fucking emailed the guy. I'm like, baby, where's my merch at? My samples were supposed to get delivered this week, and he just messaged me. He's like, yeah, it's probably gonna be another week or two. They were delayed. Bitch, fuck you. You better throw me in a free shirt or something. I'm like, okay, can we rush that or what? Like, so I'm actually waiting to hear back from that guy. Actually, let me check my email right now. Let's see if he answered. Refresh. And how do you fucking refresh, bitch? Hello? Why is it not refreshing? Okay, I don't think he's answered me yet. Okay, well, anyway, that's it. That's it. Thanks for listening. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.